In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you, so take 2. Hey my officials, welcome back to a whole new video. Welcome if you're new. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And for my returning subscribers, my regular regulars, my day ones, thank you guys so much for tuning back in. And as you guys can see by the title, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some ways or some tips that you can start loving and accepting your body. Yes, I wanted to do this video because I get a lot of questions about my body. I get a lot of questions about my weight gain, and I also get a lot of questions about my breasts, because of course I have big breasts, and a lot of people always ask me, how do you navigate always looking nice? How do you navigate putting on different clothes and all of that good stuff that allows you to feel comfortable in what you have on? And one of the things I had to do was, at a point in my life, I had to love and accept my body at whatever stage it was in at that time. And so loving and accepting my body was essential for my overall well-being, mentally and emotionally, and also for my self-esteem. And so with that, I am going to jump into different ways that you can go about starting that process to love and accept your body. Let's get into the video. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you guys is practicing self-compassion. And you're going to need to start treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would treat a close friend. A lot of us are very nice to people around us and the people that we love the most, but sometimes we do not give ourselves that same grace. And so when negative thoughts about your body comes to mind, the thing that you would need to do is to replace those thoughts with like self-compassionate thoughts. And at some point you're gonna need to understand that it is normal to have imperfections and that no one is perfect, and the people out there that have the best bodies, these same people are people who they also have insecurities. And I think it is very important as well, now that we're talking about self-compassion, is giving yourself grace. I think a lot of times we are very hard on ourselves. We are normally our biggest critic, and there is nothing wrong with that. But I think it's important to, the same way that we will give other people grace is the same way that we would need to give ourselves grace. So the next tip that I'm going to share with you guys is challenge unrealistic standards. Sometimes we need to recognize that societal beauty standards are unrealistic and unattainable to the naked eye. And so instead of comparing yourself to those ideals, and so you would want to focus on what your unique qualities are and what really makes you special. And always remember that beauty comes in all different shapes, sizes, forms. So what we may deem societal beauty, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. And I think the moment we start recognizing that, we will all be in a better place where you will now accept and love your body for where it is. I think I had to do that because I felt like, oh, why wasn't I shaped this way? Although a lot of people are like, oh, you do have a really good shape. And one of the things that I noticed that I get a lot in Trinidad is that people are like, oh my gosh, you have a nice body, your body is so nice. And so when I got here, and guys, they're always like, no, you really have a nice body. Like even when I'm in the gym, they're like, oh my gosh, your body looks so good. And sometimes I'm just like, are you messing with me? Because I don't see what you see. But I got to realize that I was just really hard on my body. And even when I'm at my heaviest, I get a lot of compliments about my body. Of course you could go and do things and make your body get smaller, but when I'm at my heaviest, I get a lot of compliments on my body. And I was like, you know what? I need to start accepting my body where she is now. That does not mean that I'm not going to improve on her to make her better and to make her more healthy. So the next tip that I'm going to share with you guys is practicing mindfulness. And this is, I think, this is a very important tip, because engaging in mindfulness practices such as meditation can really help you to become more aware of your body and its sensations without judging your body. This can then lead to a better understanding of your body's ability and what your body actually needs to perform or to function the way that it should. And I think a lot of times this really comes with us asking and us finding out what's really going on with our bodies. I think a lot of the time as women, we don't want to go to see our OBGYN, or we don't want to go to find out what's really going on with our bodies because we're afraid. And that is one of the things that I had to practice. And to be honest, I was able to find out, okay, why I'm putting on all of this weight. Why is it so hard for me to lose this weight? The foods that make my body feel good versus the food that makes my body feel bad and sluggish and made me have like negative thoughts towards my body. So one of those foods I'm going to share with you guys is fast food. And I've realized that when I eat or consume a lot of fast food during the month, my period cramps are out of this world. My mood swings are 10 times worse than they are when I'm eating more of a balanced diet and staying away from the fast foods. So I've noticed that about my body, and I look more bloated when I've had a lot of fast foods during a month versus when I don't. So it's very important to practice mindfulness and meditation and really practice that when it comes to your body. The fourth tip that I would recommend is to surround yourself with positive influences. Surround yourself with people who will uplift you and will support you. This is very important when you get on this how to love and accept your body journey. This is both online, so make sure you're following body positive type of people, and also when it comes to your family or your loved ones, you may have to limit your interactions or certain conversations when it comes to wanting to have that support. It's always nice to be around family members who, although they may come to you and they'll be like, hey, I see that you're putting on a lot of weight, bam 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 bam, you know, what is really going on, and you're able to have that positive dialogue. But people who are like, oh my gosh, she's so fat, and Caribbean people, we are very special, because it's like, what make you have on all this weight, or what make you so slim? Like, I feel like Caribbean people, and I'm smiling when it's not funny, but Caribbean people, we very rough, you know. And although we are used to it, I think it's very important for us to surround ourselves with people who are actually going to feed life into us. Because if someone is really slim, there's nothing they can really do about it, right? Some people, the slimmest people eat the most, right? It's just that their metabolism and how their metabolism works is different. Same thing to someone who is bigger. A bigger person may not eat as much, but they're just big bone and they just are thicker. So I think it's very important for you to surround yourself with people who are going to support you, and in that process you may need to unfollow certain people on socials if you think that they make you body conscious and trigger any negative thoughts that you have about your body, because we are on this journey to love and accept our body. And like I said, these tips will really help you to stray away from those negative thoughts and negative people. And if you have to mute someone's social media for a while just because you don't want to deal with, you know, the underlying jabs that they would make at people of a thicker body type, or someone who is mid-size, I like to call myself a mid-size girly, unfollow them. So the next tip that I would share is to make sure that when you are on that journey to love and accept your body, is to focus on your health, not on your appearance. Instead of focusing on fitting into a certain size dress or a certain weight category, you will want to focus on your nutrition, nourishing your body, having a balanced diet, regular exercise, and making sure that you have adequate rest. Guys, when I say rest is important, resting your body is important. so important. And it's also important for you to shift your focus. And when you think about it like that, so when I started thinking about it like that, a healthy body would really lead to a positive body image. You know, if I cut down a lot of fast food, I am going to essentially get to my weight goal. If I stop eating certain things, I'll be able to move my body more. So when you think about it like that, rather than thinking I need to fit in this certain dress size, I need to lose 100 pounds, I need to lose 40 pounds, you should really focus on, okay, what is it that I'm eating that's not healthy for my body, and what can I add more to my diet to get my body to a healthy position. So the final tip that I'm going to share with you guys today is make sure you practice body positive affirmations. Very important, because it reinforces a body positive image, and that is really what we're going for. And it also reinforces acceptance into your lifestyle as to where you are in that particular point when it comes to your body. And so you want to say affirmations that remind you of your worth. So you want to say things like, I love and accept my body as it is. And guys, I have said this so many times. I've said this so many times that if someone tells me, oh, I think you look fat, I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, I love and accept my body as it is in the moment that it is right now. Okay, like I've found myself telling people that. And so you want to say affirmations like that, or you want to say affirmations like along the lines of, I am beautiful just the way I am. And that is something that I also say to myself a lot, because society will make you think that you are the most huge person, you look so horrible. Like, society can sometimes make us think that. And so it's important to say these affirmations to yourself, even if you don't say it out loud, although I would recommend saying it out loud. Just if someone, just always say it to yourself, and also that gives you good energy, and it attracts good people, it attracts more compliments. And so repeating these affirmations normally or can change your self-perception, which is what we really want to do. We really want to get to a point where we love and accept our bodies so much that nothing anyone says or nothing that's on socials really affects us the way that it used to. And always remember that loving and accepting your body is an actual ongoing journey, because sometimes our bodies just be out here switching it up. Always be patient with yourself. Building a healthier relationship with your body takes a lot of time. That's why it's an ongoing journey, and it also takes a lot of effort. So it's something that you have to want to do for yourself, but it is well worth it for your overall happiness and well-being. And that is basically where I'm gonna end this particular video. I hope this topic, I was able to assist my subscribers who may be going through, even if you're not a subscriber and you're new here on my channel and you're going through something like that, or you feel like you're going through this time in your life, then I hope these tips were helpful. Let me know in the comments if you feel like they were helpful to you. And always remember that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and you can be beautiful regardless of your size, your shape, your form, your color, any of those things. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys in my next upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.